equation, that is g of s into h of s will be some equation. Let us say I'll be writing that equation as k into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs, etc. And here I'll be writing as s power p into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, etc. here, right? So we have the closed loop system as given by this. For this, we need to do the frequency response analysis, right? For frequency response analysis means what we need to do, we need to plot the omega, that is frequency omega, with respects to the magnitude and the phase angle, right? We need to plot against the magnitude and the phase angle. If I'll write the sine wave like this, what we have, will be having some magnitude and it will be crossing the phase here, right? That means here what we'll be having, this is the magnitude, the peak whatever we measure, this will be the magnitude of the signal, and it is changing the angle here, right? From here to here it is 90-degree, 180, 270 and 360. Like this, the system is changing its phase. So what we need to do here is we need to plot the frequency omega with respect to the magnitude and the phase, right? This is what we do in the Bode plots. It was given by H.W. Bode. This is the scientist, what he has given about the frequency response analysis, right? Now, what I told, we need to plot the omega with respect to the magnitude and phase, right? So what I'll do, I'll take a graph in which I have the magnitude omega, and here, this one, frequency omega and magnitude here, that is g of s into h of s, right? Now this is the magnitude and phase, and similarly I need to plot against the frequency phi and the omega w. So this one, frequency omega and phase angle phi here, right? Now when I plot this one, what happens here is the system will be here will be varying omega from 0 to infinity, will be varying the omega from 0 to infinity. So the system has become very large, right? So the system has become very large. When I take the omega value, when I take only the omega value, this becomes a larger system for us to plot a graph. So what he suggested here is, no need to plot this in actual graph. You can take a logarithmic graph here. So what I'll do, I'll be plotting this entire system in the logarithmic sheet here. Okay? That means how does the system is varying when the omega is varied logarithmically. Like that means logarithmic means what we have, we'll be dividing the system like this. We'll be dividing the system like this. If I have the starting point as 0, this becomes 1. That means from here to here, it has decade, 1 decade. This is called as 1 decade. And from this is 1, and next point will be 10. Next point will be 100. Next will be 1000. Right? Like this, we'll be plotting the logarithmic sheet. That means from here to here, how it will be? It will be number of points, right? Number of points. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like this. That means this is 1, 0 to 0.1, this is 0.2, this is 0.3, like that, etc. up to 1. Similarly, it is 1, now this becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like this, the system will be varying. The plots will be varying. We will be plotting that with respect to magnitude, and similarly, we will be plotting that with respect to the phase. Right? This is what we do in the Bode plot here. Now, Bode plots, what he suggested is, no need to plot two different graphs. No need to plot two different graphs. What he did is, first on the left hand side, draw a magnitude here, that is g of s into h of s, magnitude of g of s and h of s, and in the bottom you draw the phase, right? Then here he told you draw a log omega here. Right? Log omega you can draw. That means both the systems will be like this now. These whatever I'm dividing, these are the decades. That means 0 to 1, 1 to 10, 10 to 20 like that. Now this will be our thing. That is 0 to 1, 1 to 10, 10 to 100, 100 to 1000, right? 1000 to 10,000, etc. up to infinity. Like this, the system will be varying here, right? That means I told here when I plot the graph, here I told this is 0, 90, 180. That means the now is the phase is changing from the upper end to the lower end at 180 degree, right? This is the point where it is changing its phase. The similarly for the phase angle, I'll be taking this as the reference point. That is 180 is the reference point. Above that, I'll be plotting from 90 degree or 0 degree like this, etc. Here 270 and 360 degree like this. Now this will be 180 will be our reference. Above that it is 0 till 0 and below it is till 360 degree here. Right. Similarly, here I'll be taking one magnitude. That is magnitude is given by decibels. Right. Sorry, dB here, decibels here. Right. Magnitude will be represented in terms of decibels. So this will be the 0 point. Above that, the system is k value will be greater than 1, and below that, sorry, k value will be greater than 1. Below that, the k value will be less than 1. Right. We'll be seeing how to draw the plots when I take up the problem. Before that, I have written the equation, that is g of s into h of s is k into 1 plus tis into 1 plus tbs divided by that one. I'll write the equation, that is g of s into h of s here. That is what? That is k into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs into etc. Similarly, s power p into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, etc. Right? It might be continuing. Right? Now, this is what? This is the standard time constant here. Standard time constant. Right. What do you need to do? Whenever the question is given, you need to compare the given question with respect to the standard time constant here. This is the basic now. Whenever the question is given, you need to compare the complete equation with this. Right. Let us take one example. That is g of s into h of s is given by 5 into 1 plus, oh, sorry, 6, or else I'll take some value. That is 5 into uh, 2 plus s into 3 plus s divided by 5 into 1 plus 5s, like that he has given. Now what you need to do, you need to compare the given question with the standard time constant here. There is g of s into h of s. You need to compare this with the standard question here. Now when you compare this one, how does this look? See here, when what is the value of k? K is 5 here. When you compare these two equations, that is 2 plus s and 1 plus tis, what do you need to do? We cannot compare with these two equations, right? So what you need to do, you need to take out, you need to standardize this one. That is 5 divided by 2. I will be dividing the complete equation by 2. So this becomes 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Yes. Similarly, 1 plus 1 by 3. Yes. Here I need to write it 3 and 5 into 1 plus 5. Yes. You need to change the complete system into the standard time format. You need to compare with these two. Whenever the equation is given, you need to make in terms of 1 plus TAS. Keep this in terms in your mind. You need to make the given question in terms of 1 plus TAS here. TA should be here with the yes coefficient of yes should be TA or TB or T1 or T2 like that, right? And you need to compare with the standard time constant. After that, you can write the value of K, value of S power P, right? And what is TA, what is TB, what is T1, what is T2 there, right? This is what you need to keep in mind. Right. Now, when you check this equation, what are the factors which are affecting the Bode plot here is first is the system gain K. Right? I'll be writing the factors is Narayan. No, don't draw anything. Factors which contribute to Bode plot. What are the factors which contribute to the Bode plot here is first is the system gain K. This is one of the major factor which is contributing to the system here. That means when you when you are giving a system gain K, if the system is in unstable condition, that can be converted into stable condition there, right? This is what the factor which is majorly affecting the system here. That is when you are increasing the K value, to 0 to infinity, when you're increasing the K value to 0 to infinity, that means complete system will be moving from the unstable system to the stable system here. That is the major factor which is affecting the Bode plot. Next, what you can see here, this is the second point here. That is the pole or zero at origin. This is the pole or zero at origin. Why I'm taking this as pole or zero at origin? Because the second one is pole or zero at origin. You can ask, sir, you have written here only 1 by S. That means it is a pole, right? I have written here only 1 by S here, not S, right? So when you are taking yes, what I can do, if that comes to the denominator, here the numerator will be in terms of points, right? 0.1, S power 0.1 will be a value which is there in the numerator. 1 divided by S.0.01 is the value which is there in the numerator. So you can directly take this value here, right? Like that, or else if I write S power plus 2 like this, or sorry, minus 2, that means this is what? This is S power S square here. So that means I can write only P here. That means P will be plus or minus P, right? It might be in the numerator or denominator. This is one of the factor which is affecting, that is pole or zero at origin. Yeah. See here what we have, pole or zero at origin. That means it might be yes or 1 by S. Just remember this one. That means this is 0 at origin and 1 by S is pole at origin, right? This you need to remember, pole or 0 at origin. That means here in the question what I have written 1 divided by S raised to P, that is plus or minus P. That means if I have 1 divided by S power minus P, that means what? This is S power P. That means it is at 0, right? It is at 0. If I write only 1 by S power P, that means it is at pole. This is 0, right? This is what you need to remember here. That is one of the factor which is affecting the system gain here, right? Now third factor is the simple pole or 0, right? Simple pole or 0 means these factors, right? That is 1 plus TIS, 1 plus TBS, 1 plus T1S, 1 plus T2S. These are the other factor which is affecting the system gain here. That is 1 plus TIS, right? This is 0, or 1 divided by 1 plus T1. Yes, this is 0, right? Simple pole or simple 0. Now see here, pole or 0 at origin means it is only yes here. Simple pole means 1 plus T1 yes, right? This is pole or 0 at origin is only yes. That is simple pole or zero means 1 plus T1s or 1 plus TIS. These are the simple poles or zeros, right? Next, fourth one is the quadratic equation. Sorry guys, mine got disconnected due to this one power fluctuations. Yeah, yeah. You people can hear. You
Yes, sir.
people can. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now the fourth point is the quadratic equation here.
Sir, 1 plus TAS is pole, sir, na? That is simple pole. First one, sir.
See, 1 plus TAS is a 0,
0.
right? 1 divided by 1 plus T1S is a pole,
Okay, sir.
right? That means it should be in the denominator. That is called as a pole. If it is there in the numerator, that is called as a 0 there, right? Now, the last one is the quadratic equation. When the quadratic equation is there, you need to convert that in terms of 1 plus 2 zeta j into, sorry, 2, sorry, 1 plus 2 zeta s divided by omega n plus s square divided by omega n square. You need to convert the quadratic equation in terms of this. When the question is given, when you have the quadratic equation, you need to convert that in terms of this here. Like you will be having uh, you will be having 2 square plus 3s plus 5, like that. If you are having like this here, sorry, right? So you need to convert that into, this is s square. If you need to convert that in terms of this here, to convert the given equation into the quadratic equation. I'll explain in detail with respect to the quadratic equation and all these things in the next, right? First, we shall go with the first factor, that is factor 1. Factor 1, what is the factor 1? That is a system gain, okay. This is the first factor here, right? This is the first factor here. Now, what I need to do, first I told I need to plot for a magnitude plot. So to find out the magnitude, what you need to do, the given question g of s into h of s, we are considered only one factor, that is k, right? Here, whenever you want to plot the magnitude, what you need to do here is take out complete equation, that is g of s into h of s, right, is equals to, that is 20 log k, right? 20 log of 20 log of g of s into h of s. You need to convert the complete system into this term, right? 20 log of this g of s into h of s for the magnitude plot. And for the phase, you need to take out the phase angles. Wow, how we have found out in the previous this one root locus plot, when we have the complex conjugate here. When you have the complex conjugate here, that means this will be, let us assume that is 2 plus 3j. If you have the complex conjugate here, 2 plus 3j, that means when you want to take out this angle, what you are doing, you will be taking out the, here that is 3, here this is 2, that is the imaginary part is 3 and the real part is 2. So you will be taking angle as tan inverse of 3 by 2, right? That is tan inverse of imaginary part divided by the real part, right? This is also, this is what you need to do in the phase angle only here, right? If you want to take out the angle here, what you are doing, tan inverse of imaginary part by the real part here, or b by a. It is b is 3 and a is 2, like that you need to take for the phase angle. Right, now we shall go with the same thing. First, we need to do for the magnitude k. Here magnitude k, I'll write this one as k plus j into 0. Right? This is why, because whenever the s is there, you need to convert that in terms of j omega, frequency domain here. S domain, you need to convert that for the frequency domain. This becomes g of j omega into h of j omega here. Right? So this doesn't have any s term. So directly you can write the constant value, that is system gain k, as only k, and here we don't have any imaginary part. I have taken this as j0 here. Right? For magnitude, what you need to do, you need to take out g of j omega into h of j omega here as square root of real part square and plus imaginary part square here, right? So real part is what here? Real part is only, guys, right? So real part is what? Real part is just k here, that is k square, and imaginary part is 0, 0 square here. So the system is only k. Now what you need to do for the magnitude plot, you need to take, that is g of j omega into h of j omega here is the magnitude plot. You need to take as 20 log base 10 of k. Right? 20 log 10 of base k here. This is a constant value here. Right? That means when you vary the omega from 0 to infinity, when you vary the omega value from 0 to infinity, that you can plot that in the graph here, right? When you plot it in the graph, that is log omega here, and the magnitude g of j omega into h of j omega here, magnitude, right? This will be a some constant value that will be completely a straight line when you vary the value omega here. That means it does, when the value of omega is varying, the system gain remains constant value here completely throughout. Right? That is what the value of k. That is what the value of k here. Right? Now, for the phase, what I told, for the phase you need to take a tan inverse of b by a. That is the imaginary part by real part here. Right? For this, what? This you need to take for s value, that is j omega value here. Right? But here what we have, here we have the here we have in terms of k plus 0 j here. We have in terms of k plus 0 j, that is phi is equals to tan inverse of 0 divided by k. This is what? Tan inverse of 0. What is the value of phi angle here? Tan 0 is what? Tan 0 is just 0 here, right? That means the phase angle also will not contribute when you vary the angle omega here. That means phase angle doesn't affect anything in the for the system gain k. When you take the log omega here and the phase phi, it doesn't contribute anything for the phase angle here. That is system gain k will not contribute anything for the phase angle phi here. Okay. Next, if I want to draw a magnitude plot, I'll be writing again. I'll write a magnitude plot here. That is log omega. No, I'll write it here. No issues. So first, what we have when you get a 0 dB, right? When you get a 0 dB, that is a constant value 0 here, right? That means the value of k is 0. When the value of k is 0, that is 20 log k base 10. The value of k, when the value of k is 0, what happens? That will be a 0 dB here. Where when the value of k is 0, that becomes 0 dB line. That whatever constant value will be getting, that is in terms of decibels, dB here, right? So that is 0 here. When the value of k is 0, that is complete 0. Now I'll be increasing the value of k to 1. When I increasing the, when I increase the value of k to 1, that means the system is moving upward. When I'm increasing the value of k to 1, that means the system is moving upward here, right? That means here you will be getting the value of k as 1. Similarly, when you increase the value of k is equals to 2, 3, etc., that means the system value is moving upward here. System value is moving upward here, right? So similarly, sorry, not 0, if the value of k is 1. Sorry, when the value of k is 1, the system is 0 here. That is 20 log 1 is 0 dB. So the system will be, this is 20 log 1 here. This is
log 0 is also 0. Log 0 is also 0. Sir.
Just check out once. Just check out 20 log 10 here.
No matter.
Right? You cannot find 20 log base 10 is equals to 0. You cannot find this one here, right? So when you take 20 log k is equals to 1, thus that will be 0 dB. When you start increasing the value of k is equals to 1, 2, 3, etc., that means the system will be moving upward here. That is 20 log 2. It might be 20 log 2, 20 log 10, etc. Like this, the system will be increasing. That means the complete system is shifting upward. The complete system is shifting upward here. Now we check for the k value is equals to 0.1. When you check the k value is equals to 0.1, what you will get? Here I have got as 0 dB line. Now you will be getting that as 20 log.
-20.
Here you will be getting for minus 20 dB here. That means when you are decreasing the value from 1 here, that means the system is moving down. When you are decreasing the value from 1, the system is decreasing down here. This is 20 log 10 base 0.1 here. That means the system is moving down here, right? So when this will be our system gain k, we need to take it as 1. This is when the system gain is not given, you can consider that as 1, and you can plot directly the value of k as 0 dB. Right? When you start increasing the value of k from above 1, the system is moving upward, right? This is k is equals to 1. Yeah, k is greater than 1 and k is less than 1 here.
But if we take log 0.2, we get it higher than -20 dB, sir.
Yeah, it okay, but that means it is 0.2 means it is above here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what. This is 1. See, I'll write it in separate. See, first I have taken 1. Now I'll be taking 0.9. 0.9 means it is less than 1, right? So it will be coming here. Now 0.8, it will be coming here. That is 0.7, it will be coming here like this. Similarly, when you come here, 0.1. Now when you start increasing the value 1.1, 1.2 like that, it will be increasing above 0 dB line. This is 0 dB line here. That is here minus dBs here. This is plus dB here. Right? That means for any system value gain, you need to consider 1 as the base, right? I have left out with only 7 minutes. I think, yeah, we shall go with another factor. That is, second factor is what? That is pole or zero at origin. The second factor is pole or zero at origin. That is factor 2. That is pole or zero at origin. Right. Now, if I take a pole, that is G of S into H of S is equals to 1 by S is the pole at origin. Now, what you need to do? You need to substitute S is equals to J omega. This becomes J omega, G of J omega and H of J omega here. That is 1 divided by J omega. Right. So, this I'll be writing as 1 divided by 0 plus J omega here. 0 plus J omega here. This I can write 1 plus 0 omega here. 1 plus 0 omega here. Now you need to go for the magnitude. So magnitude is what? Magnitude for this one becomes 1. That is 1 square plus 0 square becomes 1 here, divided by 0 square plus omega square here. So this becomes 1 divided by omega here. This becomes 1 divided by omega here. That is what the magnitude here is. So for this, when you want to plot the magnitude, when you want to write the magnitude, G of J omega into H of J omega is equals to, that is 20 log base 10 into 1 divided by omega here. 20 log 10 into 1 divided by omega. Now I shall plot that in the graph. That is log omega here in this, and magnitude here G of J omega and H of J omega here. Now you just check for when the omega value is equals to 1. Just check for the omega value is equals to 1. What you will get? You will be getting as 0. Right? That means log infinity, it becomes 0 here. So that will be 0 dB line here. Right? That will be 0 dB line here. That is point here. Now I shall divide that in terms of like this decibels. Right? Now this is the decibels here. This is 0 dB line here. 0 dB line. 0, 1, 10, 100, right? 100, 1000 here. So now this is, let us assume this is 20 dB and this is 40 dB here. Right. Now you check for omega is equals to 10. Right. What you will get? You will get as minus 20 dB. Right. Now you check omega is equals to 100. What you will get? You will get as minus 40 dB. Right. So when you decrease the value of omega for each 10 digits or each decibels, right? So what you will get? You will be decreasing by 20 dB here. It will be decreasing by 20 dB. This is for a pole here. That means when you want to draw a plot here, that is, this is 0 dB line, right? This is minus 20. This is minus 40 here. This is minus 40 here. That means for every 10 decibels, this is the decreasing line here. This is decreasing line here like this. This is decreasing line here like this. Now, this is what? This is 20 minus 20 dB per decade. This is how the system is reducing here. When you decrease the value for omega is equals to 0, you will be getting one value. Omega is equals to 1, you will be getting one value. Omega is equals to 10, you will be getting one value. That means for each decibels, each 10 times, for each 10 times decreasing in increase in omega value, the system decibels is decreasing by 20 dB. That is what we will be plotting here. Now take omega, that is a pole or 0 at origin, that is S square here. When you take it for S square, the omega value for 1 will be 0, for 10 will be minus 40, for 100 will be minus 80 here. That means when you have the square here, the decibels which is decreasing is for 40 dB here. Right? This is for 40 dB here. That means now when I plot the graph, it will be like this here. 40 dB decade will be like this here. Right? This is what? This is minus 40 dB per decade. Minus 40 dB per decade. Right. Now, similarly, you take it for 1 divided by S cube. When you take for 1 divided by S cube, you will be getting in terms of 60 dB here. First will be 0, second will be minus 60, third will be minus 120, like etc. like that. That means for cube, you will be getting 60 dB. 60 dB line will be like this now. 60 dB will be like this. This is minus 60 dB per decade. You guys can hear? You guys can hear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, what does this indicates? Minus 20 dB per decade. This means we have only one pole at origin. Or origin. Right. This 20 dB per decade indicates we have one pole at origin. 40 dB per decade indicates two poles at origin. That 60 dB per decade indicates three poles at, right? This is what the Bode plot for a simple pole, right? Now, I think I need to stop till here. Next class, I'll be discussing with respect to the magnitude for simple pole, and similarly, I'll go for the simple pole at origin and zero at origin. That is the phase angle and magnitude. I'll discuss that in the next class, right? So I'll just send you the attendance in the chat box. You can fill that form, right? We have only one minute left. That's why.